where to go. Tell me where to go. Use my inner voice. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my flawless and very glowy foundation routine. I actually really hate the feeling of full coverage foundation, so my routine is pretty much based on using minimum of products, having light coverage, feeling comfortable, looking flawless and natural and glowy. So this is basically how I would describe my foundation routine. This foundation routine is ideal for winter and for summer. For summer, because you won't feel like your face is melting, and in winter you won't feel like your skin is too dry, too tight, and you won't feel like you would feel like you can touch your face, and like if your scarf touches your face, it's like the makeup is not going to rub off, or it's not gonna come on your scarf. So I think it's like really good for summer and for winter, and it's very easy to achieve. It feels very comfortable. You can go on with this makeup for more than 12 hours. I do not recommend that, but you can. I mean, your face will still look nice because I use minimum of products. And yeah, and for me, like even if you have like acne or a textured skin, for me it's always better like to wear like a minimum of products, not a lot of foundation, a light coverage foundation, just because I just really hate how the foundation looks on top of a textured skin. Like it looks very cakey, it looks very ugly in my opinion. I just hate it. I like when my skin breathes. I like to touch my skin. I don't touch your face. And if you guys like it as well, if you guys like something that is more natural, that feels comfortable, you still look glowy, you still look flawless, then this foundation routine is most probably for you. Now let's get into it. So this is my face without any makeup. So first of all, before getting into my foundation routine, I'm just going to tie my hair. I have actually 3 ways of wearing foundation. It just depends on what I feel like. My preferred way is just wearing a simple tinted moisturizer. But if you guys feel a little bit bougie and you guys want to have more coverage, I have the perfect way to wear a full coverage foundation, but make it feel like very lightweight and very comfortable on the skin. So my way is to mix this OleHenriksen Banana Bright Face Primer and this Born This Way Too Faced foundation. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. This is an amazing primer to keep your skin super glowy and to like remove the appearance of your pores. I mix these two. I mix like one pump, and this gives me the perfect light coverage. So yeah, basically this primer diminishes the amount of coverage of this foundation, and that's why I love mixing them together. And I think this way is also very famous. Like you can mix your foundation with another like a tinted moisturizer to diminish the coverage, but I like this way better because this has no coverage. Like it straightly just gives more glow to the foundation and just diminish the amount of coverage, and this is what I like. This is maybe I would wear this these together. I would wear maybe if I have like a night out or maybe a photo shoot, so that my skin looks very flawless yet it looks very natural at the same time. Another foundation that I really love because it gives me the kind of finish and the kind of coverage that I like, which is light coverage. It's this foundation, there's no name on it, but it's the Tarte, I think it's called Rainforest by the Sea, if I remember correctly. This foundation is amazing. It says it's full coverage, but it's not, in my opinion. It's a drop foundation, so you can control the amount of coverage that you have, and this is why I love it. So I only use 2 pumps, and it's enough to give me a really nice coverage. So I really love it, and I really recommend it. Okay, so now, like I said, my preferred way to wear foundation is not to wear foundation and wear a tinted moisturizer instead. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm using the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So I barely use this amount. And I apply it with my fingers. So as you can see, the only thing it does is even out my skin tone, but you can still see redness, and this is the kind of look I like. Next step, I go on with a concealer, and I barely apply. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr concealer. This has a medium coverage, so I barely apply. I just apply like this. I just apply like this, and I love a really good creamy concealer so that I can spread it out around my cheeks. And to blend it, I use, of course, a beauty blender, and I wet it because this gives me the most natural looking finish. So as you can see, I'm blending it down to my, like, where I have acne, but I am going to apply a little bit more concealer on my acne just to cover them. So I'm going again with concealer, and I'm just going to apply a little bit more here on my eyelids. I usually apply on my eyelids if I want to do a makeup look, and I'm going to apply a little bit, just a little bit on my acne. As you can see, I'm spot concealing, and a little bit on my nose. As you can see, I'm barely applying on my forehead just because I don't need to. I have my bangs. It's a waste of product for me. Next, I'm going to set my concealer, and I have two powders that I use depending on the kind of skin like I am today. Because sometimes I feel dry, sometimes I feel oily, so that's my skin, what can I do? So the day that I feel very dry, I use this loose powder by Too Faced. It's the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This powder is amazing when your skin is feeling dry, but you still want to set your makeup. If I feel a little bit more oily, then I use the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Powder. This stuff, guys, is amazing. If you want to like remove any texture, or if you have like an oily T-zone, this stuff is amazing. But in order to have like a glowy skin, I don't set my whole face. I just set where I put concealer and where my concealer might crease. So today I'm going to be using the Peach Perfect, and I use a little bit because, like I said, I still want a glowy skin. Okay, it's not going down. Okay, it is going down. I use this brush here, so I don't use a sponge, and I barely apply it, like, literally. So, and I just apply it like on my under eyes, and of course my lid. I'm setting everything. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the other eye. So I can have like a nice. And then I'm taking the rest and I'm applying on my T-zone. Next, I apply bronzer, and the bronzer that I use... Okay, the bronzer that I've been currently using is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r in the shade Island Ting. This one is slightly darker than it's supposed to be, but I don't mind because it's not that pigmented. So that's a good thing. And plus, like, when I'm gonna be tanned, which is obviously going to happen, I tan super fast. This is going to be a perfect bronzer. This is a matte bronzer, which is ideal for my skin type. Like, my skin is not dry. So it's really great for me, and I don't look for a really like glowy bronzer, so this is like perfect for me. Next, I apply highlighter, and I apply highlighter before I apply blush because I like when my blush and my highlight just melts and like blends together, and to do that I apply my highlighter and then my blush. So I'm going to apply my highlighter with a brush like this, and my favorite highlighter is the Fenty Beauty Killawat highlighter in the shade Hustla Baby. This highlighter is powdery, but it gives like this very creamy finish on the skin. That's why I like it. It doesn't emphasize at all the texture on your skin. And I apply it like basically everywhere. Because like I said, I like to have a glowy skin. So I apply it like, I don't care. I apply it in a very messy way because I like my makeup look to look natural. So that's what I do. Nice. Okay. So my second to last step is blush. My current favorite is the Milani Rose D'Oro Baked Powder Blush. If you guys know, my favorite blushes are the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. These are for me the best blush in the whole wide world. There are cream finish, so they're sticks. So like the finish is gorgeous. It's perfect for dry skin and I love it. I like when the blush is not too matte and it has a few shimmers, but like a matte blush doesn't hurt. I just don't like when the blush looks flat and drying. So that's why I use like a blush with a little bit of shimmers on it, in it. My current favorite, like I said, is this one by Milani. And I have a very specific way to apply it. I am obsessed with blush. It's my favorite part of any makeup look. So what I do, this one is neither too pigmented nor too like sheer. So like I just do this and I apply it to the apples of my cheek. And then I bring it up, blend it with my highlighter and my bronzer. And I bring it like very close to my nose, as you can see, because I'm actually going to create a wave. So I then apply on my nose, like literally everywhere, because I'm going to create a wave as if like I've been sunburnt. This is why I love blush. It just gives back color to your skin. And I'm not afraid to apply and apply and apply. I love blush. I also apply, by the way, if I'm not wearing any eye makeup, I apply blush on my eyes. Like in a very messy way, and I just go like this. I don't know, I like it. It's weird, but I like it. Okay, and sometimes I would apply a little bit on my chin, forehead, even though like we don't need to because we have bangs, but just in case. You never know. So basically, that's it. I'm going to finish off my eyes and then I'm going to set my face. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I finished off my eyes, applied some gloss, and now I'm just going to set my makeup. And I really love setting my face with this Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. This setting spray, like whether it's the rose water one, the cucumber one, like all of them, just melts my makeup together and it makes my skin look super nice, like super glowy, super natural. And I really love how it makes my skin look. It like removes this powder effect and it doesn't make my face look oily at all. I really love this stuff. So I'm just going to apply a little bit. A lot. Okay. Woo. And it, like I said, it melts the makeup together, so it makes everything look super even and natural and nice, and like it's part of your skin. I love it. That's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to give it a like. Bye!